Can you point out exactly where those fish were again?
Yeah, the fish were kind of all through this area here, right to the pipe, and then also on the other side of the driveway, and on the other side of my neighbor's driveway. They were all through here. And I collected, like I say, 2 containers, 25 in each container, and put them in the freezer.
You put them in the freezer, right?
Yeah,
and how long after that did you phone? Did you talk to EC and ask them if they would take them?
That piece of paper I gave you, it's got the 29th of June on there, I believe it is.
Okay.
And the day I talked to the fisheries guy was the 14th of July, so that's a little over 2 weeks.
Yeah, all right. And you asked them to take these fish?
Yeah, I said, I've got them in the freezer, and are you prepared to want to see them? I can get them. No, he wasn't interested. He said, you might as well get rid of them.
It's
too late.
This is the guy you're talking to?
This was the fisheries guy,
The fisheries guy.
And when I phoned my neighbor, my friend over in North Van, because he's really ardent into this kind of thing, he was really disappointed. He couldn't get over why they didn't follow through with this.
Yeah, right. So
that's when he said, phone Global. He told me the name of his friend. But he was interested in doing the story, but I never heard any more.
So, but the fisheries actually said you might as well throw them away.
Yeah.
Well, that's about exactly the same story I got.
Yeah.
No, they didn't want it.
Just seem to want to cover up, or just don't want to...
They would have probably also told you that you didn't freeze them the right way. That's what they told me. They're useless. You didn't freeze them the right way.
That's
you didn't use the DFO method.
Yeah. They look just the same as when I froze them when I got rid of them.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's quite a story.
And some of them before, you could see they were dying. They were swimming around, but with a lot of effort, and then they'd go on their side, and then they'd get up and swim a bit more.
You wanted DFO to come out and see them as they were passing away, right?
Yeah. But I've never seen so many fish as that in this stream.
Gee, okay, that's got to be related then to a hatchery release or something.
Could be, yeah.
You know, they got lost maybe, or maybe they were trying to come back.
Yeah, that's true.
And they were thwarted.
Yeah.
It's a hard life if you're a salmon.
But I actually thought...
In BC.
I did think this was some kind of like a water-based stain. Maybe somebody was washing out some... But it was really thick and brownish coming down through here.
So this is an enhancement stream then. If they're putting, they're putting the fry in, or they're putting the fry in?
No, when they spawn, when the chum come up and spawn around late, well, they started this year early, or last year. They were late, early. Yeah, it was in the late part of September. Usually I don't see them till around Thanksgiving, October. And last year there wasn't so many, but the 4-year cycle, isn't it? Some this big.
About 3 years per chum.
Yeah. There wasn't so many last year, though, as other years.
So the hatchery's not putting the fish in?
No, it's when they lay their eggs.
Yeah, they spawn here.
Cover them over, and then...
They just come down to see how many came back?
They come down and they do a count. 2 or 3, they got 5-gallon pails, and they got this thing where they go in there, I guess, and then they scoop them out with nets, put them in, check them, and then release them again. And talking to this one guy, I said, "You getting very?" He said, "Yeah, we had a good time, a good lot last year." There's usually 3 of them come down every year, guaranteed every year. They'll be putting them now in the water next month. With the weather being like it is, maybe they'll do it sooner.
What are they putting in the water?
These pontoons, aluminum pontoon things. And the year before that, when we had torrential rain, they broke free. And they went down the river, but they got them back.
So is that a net that they're using?
No, it's a thing that they string this wire right across above ground, and then they hook these pontoons to them to keep them in that position.
Oh, I see.
And the water flows through them. The fish go in there and they get trapped. They got to stay in there, and then they come, take a count, scoop them out, check them over, and then let them go again. They do this every day from next month, sometime next month, until pretty well the end of April, early May. Then they'll take them out of the water. And the other ones, the bigger one at the further back, it's got like a turbine or something at the back, and that one stays in till the end of May. And that's the 1-year-olds, he told me. Because I asked him, what's that one? He said, that's for the later ones that come through. That's usually a year old.
Interesting, eh?
I go down there every year because I like to go down and see how many they got in that 5 gallon. And they got lots. The water's black with them sometimes.
No kidding.
Just about this size. Yeah, you can come down every year and see that. And then they move on sometimes and go over by 216th, the bridge over there.
Well, they must be cold. Because chum goes straight out to the river.
Yeah. But as far as I know, these are the ones that come up, they spawn and die. And when they hatch out in March or whenever it is, this is just ones that are hatching out. And the guy I was talking to him, he says they go up so far as Alaska in 3 years or 4 year cycle, and then they'll come back to the same river, spawn and die. But of course a lot of them won't even make it. They get eaten up and you know.
That's right. Well, okay. Great. Well, thanks, Rex.
You're welcome.
Okay. Like the story. Just one more of many.
It's up to you and me, my friends, to roust them from their dens and do the only thing that's right. Keep our rivers high.